So I said I wasn't going to do another update on the Dezi Freeman case until there was a major update. Now, I think this is a very major update. They are now trying to tell us today that Dezi Freeman was prime suspect number one in the Silk and Miller police officer murders of the early 2000s, 1999, 2000s.
All I have in this world is my morals, my word, and I don't break them for good. Do you understand?
Rightio. So this is that Jonica Bray from the Daily Mail who's been sitting in her car in Port Punka and posting all these wild, outlandish accusations. And so, I just think that this is crazy that this video hasn't been posted to any of her accounts on YouTube, Daily Mail, YouTube, anything. This is just on her TikTok. And I think that speaks a little bit of volumes. I think this stinks a little bit.
Fugitive gunman Dezi Freeman was actually the prime suspect in a shocking double murder of two other police officers 20 years ago. My name's Jonica, I'm a journalist, and I broke this story. Detectives Gary Silk and Rodney Miller were both killed on duty. They were investigating a series of robberies of restaurants in Melbourne, which had been going on for around 7 years. One evening in 19...
So, as you know, Bandali Debs and the other guy who I won't mention because in 2022 he was actually released without charge on this. And I just think this is just wild. Why is this only coming out now? This is like massive.
98, they were on stakeout at the Silky Emperor Chinese restaurant. They were in the underground car park and a dark blue Honda Civic drove into the car park. It saw the officers and quickly pulled out and drove off at speed. They both pursued the car but ended up losing it in the back streets. The following evening, they returned to the stakeout where a different car had gone into...
Do you know how many of them Honda Civics there actually was when they were looking for that car? In Victoria, registered the exact same color. Like, I don't even, like, seriously, to me, this is like a bit of a reach. I really don't know. And I think it's very suspect that she hasn't posted it to the Daily Mail on her YouTube channel. Well, if she has, I haven't seen it.
To the underground car park. The same thing happened. This time they managed to chase and stop that car, and they both lost their lives being shot when they pulled it over. The killing sparked one of Victoria's largest ever investigations, and the police offered a record $500,000 reward for information. A lot of the investigation was based around this car, and this same car was the one that Dezi Freeman was driving at the time.
So also, I said that I wasn't going to do another update on Dezi Freeman until there was another major update. And I think this is fairly major. Like, I feel like how many things are you going to try and pin to this guy before you get your man? Like, I really feel like you guys are clutching at straws here and just trying to, like, load him up with anything.
Freeman was pulled in for questioning on a number of occasions about his possible involvement in the robberies and the murder. At this stage, Freeman didn't necessarily have his extreme beliefs about authority and police targeting him. However, he was on the fringes of those views, and friends tell me that this certainly pushed him over. In July 2000, Bandali Debs and Jason Roberts were arrested. Jason was Bandali's son-in-law. He was just 17 years old and dating his daughter at the time. He always maintained his innocence. He admitted to taking part in the robbery.
So I've mentioned this in other videos before. I spent a lot of my youth in Cranbourne, and so I actually knew Jason as a youngster. He actually dated my sister in high school before all this stuff happened.
The robberies, but he said that he didn't have anything to do with the murder that night. And in 2022, he was actually acquitted after serving 20 years in jail.
So You could imagine that guy would have got the most astronomical payout you have ever thought about. He got released after, he was going to be spending the rest of his life in prison, dubbed to have taken two police officers' lives, and he had nothing to do with it. The payout for this guy would be massive.
He was released. Dezi Freeman is still on the loose. He hasn't been seen in 5 weeks. Despite the police offering a $1 million reward, no confirmed sightings have been made. The manhunt has been scaled back to half the size, with around 200 officers now on the ground, including special forces. Fugitive gunman Dezi Freeman was actually the prime suspect in a shocking.
So, yeah, there you go, guys. What do you think? I think this is just like, I really think that they're clutching at straws here. Like, how much more wilder and how much more crazy and bonkers can this story actually get? It's actually quite crazy. And, yeah, it's literally blown my mind. This, so yeah, I don't know, guys. This is something else, a new update that is like stinking, just like all the other updates. Like, I would imagine. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But if this was the case, wouldn't this be the kind of information that they would be putting out there to the public, like to try and make him sound, 10 times more dangerous than he is, and whatnot. And once again, it's an absolute travesty what has happened. But you can't be like seriously in thinking that people are believing these kind of updates. Like, obviously the people that took those other two police officers in 1999 or 2000, whenever it was, those people were charged for it. And so, yes, one of them did spend 20 years in prison, wrongly convicted, and was actually released without charge. And the other guy was actually, he's spending the rest of his life in prison as well, because they brought him undone on multiple, like, really, really bad SA charges against females. And so he was actually charged here for sour grapings, and this is that Bandali Debs. And then he was sent to Sydney and charged with a multitude of sour grapings. So, like, I just don't understand it. How, all right, if this is the case, so like, why is it relevant now? Why is this relevant now? Like, a month and how many days it is now, 5 days, however many days it is, and why is this relevant? But also, Johnny Cabray, why are you only posting this on your TikTok, which I would imagine that not everyone who follows your stories follows them on TikTok. They probably follow them on YouTube, like where the rest of your stories are. And I just think that, yeah, once again, I think that they can't be obviously serious in thinking that people in the public aren't going to sit there and go, what the hell? Like, where are you pulling this stuff from? Like, it's this literally blowing my mind. But yeah, there you go, guys. Another update that's just blown my mind, and is obviously hogwash. I don't know. It could be true, but like, I've done a fair bit of extensive searching today and been unable to find any evidence or any information about Dezi Freeman having any part in that whatsoever, other than this TikTok story, what this lady has posted today. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, because like, I just think this is just actually becoming quite comical, the way that this thing is being organized and this the way it's being handled. Like, it's just crazy, and I just think that, like, what's next? Do you know what I mean? What next are they going to try and stick to this guy? All right, fair enough. He is alleged to have done some very, very horrible crimes, and I understand that, but like, like, nailing people up for crimes that quite possibly didn't even happen. And even if it is the if he had the same car. Do you guys know, like I followed this case, there's a book that's called Eavesdropping on Evil, where you can actually, there's an old CD that used to come with this book, and you used to be able to put it into your stereo and listen to the actual police evidence they're talking about in this, the Silken Miller police case. And yeah, it's just bonkers. Like, I just think this has just blown my mind today, and I just knew you guys would like to hear this because it's not getting put out there in mainstream media, and if it is, I haven't seen it. And yeah, so this lady's name is Jonica Bray. And yeah, this is her TikTok channel. You just go there and type her name in. You'll be able to find this. Plus, you will be able to find just a couple of videos down from that one. There's some more outlandish claims, and I just think, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But there you go, guys. There's another update on Dezi Freeman. I know I said I wasn't going to do another one until there was a major update, but I would consider this a pretty major update. And I knew that every single one that's following this story through my page and the Chaos Chronicles, that you guys would be all over this and would love to hear it. And yeah, which brings me to my next bit, guys. If you haven't already and you guys are loving my content, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. That'd be absolutely appreciated. And if you smash that bell icon, you will never miss any of my clips again. So we also have a Discord available, guys. So the link to my Discord is in my channel page. It's where we hang out, chat, and yeah, the Chaos crew just get in there and share videos and chat, and it's just a cool place to hang out. And yeah, we also have paid memberships available, and as I always say, they aren't for everybody, as they are paid memberships, but it's a good way to show your support. And I really, really appreciate all the paid memberships. Bluetooth it. But yeah, guys, that's it. Chaos Chronicles, you guys have been absolutely legends. And as always, don't do drugs and crime, and you won't end up in prison.